So I go at the end of when I say when thou liest. No, I'm gonna end it with whole thing. You can explain. You gotta hide after the thou liest.
So this scene, the gravedigger scene, is the first scene in Act 5, and it's supposed to be a humorous conversation between the clowns who are actually gravediggers, and they are digging Ophelia's grave, and they're discussing if she should be buried in the Christian burial or not.
A churchyard. Enter two clowns with spades.
Is she to be buried in a Christian burial that willfully seeks her own salvation?
Working feverishly.
I tell thee she is, and therefore make her grave straight. The crowner hath sat on her, and finds a Christian burial.
How can that be, unless she drowned herself in her own defense?
Why, 'tis found so.
It must be suffendendo. It cannot be else. For here lies the point. If I drown myself wittingly, it argues an act. And an act hath three branches. It is to act, to do, and to perform. Argal, she drowned herself wittingly.
Pointing the spade.
Nay, but hear you, goodman Delver.
Give me leave. Here lies the water, good. Here stands the man, good. If the man go to this water and drown himself, it is, will he, nil he goes. Mark you that. But if the water come to him and drown him, he drowns not himself. Argal, he that is not guilty of his own death, shortens not his own life.
So, in this part, the two gravediggers are questioning how Ophelia is being buried here because she killed herself, and they find it very clear that it was suicide and it wasn't by accident. So they're very confused, and then will he, nil he, up. The last part of the first clown is an expression that we use today, like willy-nilly, and it means haphazardly.
But is this law?
Aye, marry is it, Crowner's quest law.
Well, you have the truth on it. If it had not been a gentlewoman, she should have been buried out of Christian burial.
The first clown continues to dig.
Why, there thou sayest, and the more pity that great folk should have countenance in this world to drown or hang themselves, more than they're even Christian. Come, my spade, there is no ancient gentleman, but gardeners, ditchers, and grave makers. They hold up Adam's profession.
And then here, the second clown, or the second gravedigger, finally admits that the only reason she's buried here is because she had a lot of money. And then first gravedigger just is like, that's just a shame because they have so much more, they can get away with so much more just because they're rich and noble.
Was he a gentleman?
With aggression.
He was the first that ever bore arms.
Why, he had none.
What, art a heathen? How dost thou understand the scripture? The scripture says, Adam digged. Could he dig without arms? I'll put another question to thee. If thou answerest me not to the purpose, confess thyself.
Go to.
What is he that builds stronger than either the mason, shipwright, or the carpenter?
The gallows maker, for that frame outlives 1,000 tenants.
I like thy wit.
Grinning and applauding.
The gallows does well, but how does it well? It does well to those that do in. Now thou say, I'll do ill to say the gallows is built stronger than the church. Argal, the gallows may do well to thee. To it again, come.
Wondering.
Who builds stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
Aye, tell me that, and unyoke.
And with
Married.
excitement.
Married, now I can tell.
To it.
Mass, I cannot tell.
Enter Hamlet and Horatio at a distance.
Cudgel thy brains no more about it, for your dull ass will not mend his pace with beating. And when you are asked this question next, say a gravemaker, the houses that he makes last till doomsday.
Pointing the spade.
Go, get thee to yon, fetch me a stoup of liquor.
Exit second clown. He digs and sings.
In youth, when I did love, methought it was very sweet to contract, oh, the time for awe my behove, oh, methought there was nothing meet.
Okay, here in this scene, Hamlet is matching wits with the gravediggers. This shows the difference between the social classes because the gravediggers are used to being around the deceased while the upperclassmen are not.
Has this fellow no feeling of his business that he sings at grave making?
Custom hath made it in him a property of easiness.
'Tis even so, the hand of little woman hath the daintier sense.
But age with his stealing steps hath clawed me in his clutch, and hath shipped me into the land as if I had never been such.
To interject, during this time period, the graves were so shallow that they could dig into other graves, so one grave could have multiple bones in it, and this would because people would dig more graves into one grave.
The skull had a tongue in it and could sing once. Had the knave jousted to the ground as if it were Cain's jawbone that did the first murder, it might be the pate of a politician, which this ass now overreaches, one that would circumvent God, might it not?
It might, my lord.
Or of a courtier, which could say, Good morrow, sweet lord, how dost thou, good lord? This might be, lord, such a one that praised my lord, such a one's horse, which he meant to beg it. Might it not?
Aye, my lord.
Why, even so, and now my lady's worms, chapless, and knocked about the mazurk with a sexton's spade. Here's fine revolution, and we had the trick to see it. Did these bones cost no more the breeding, but to play at loggets with it, mine ache to think on it.
This shows irony here because Hamlet doesn't know that Ophelia's dead yet.
A pickaxe and a spade for, and a shrouding sheep. For, oh, but pit of clay for to be made for such a guest is meet.
There's another. Why might that not be the skull of a lawyer? Where be his quiddities now? His quillets, his cases, his tenures, and his tricks? Why does he suffer this rude knave now to knock him about the sconce with a dirty shovel, and will not tell him of his action of battery? This fellow might be in times a great buyer of his land, with his statutes, his recognizances, his fines, his double vouchers, his recoveries. Is the fine of his fines and the recovery of his recoveries? To have his fine paid full of fine dirt? Will his vouchers vouch him no more of his purchases, and double ones too? Then the length and breadth of a pair of indentures, the very conveyances of his lands will hardly lie in this box, and must the inheritor himself have no more,
Not a jot more, my lord.
Is not parchment made of sheepskins?
When he says it's not parchment made of sheepskins, that's just him confirming with Horatio that all he just said was true.
Aye, my lord, and of calfskins too.
They are sheep and calves which seek out assurance in that I will speak to this fellow. Whose grave's this, sirrah?
Mine, sir. Oh, pit of clay for to be made for such a guest as meet.
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
You lie out on it, sir, and therefore it is not yours. For my part, I do not lie in it, and yet it is mine.
Thou dost lie in it to be in it, and to say it is thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick, therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill away gain from me to you.
What man dost dig it for?
For no man, sir.
What woman then?
For none, neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead.
Okay, so in this scene we see Hamlet and Horatio walking in a graveyard and start a conversation with the gravedigger that doesn't know who they are. Although the gravedigger doesn't know who they are, he starts talking about Hamlet and gives information about him that the viewers of the play didn't know before.
Enter Horatio and Hamlet. How absolute the knave is. We must speak by the card, or equivocation will undo us. By the Lord, Horatio, these 3 years I've taken note of it. The age has grown so picked that the toe of the peasant comes so near to the heel of the courtier, he gaffs his tithe. How long hast thou been a grave digger?
Of all the years, I came to it that day that our last king, Hamlet, overcame Fortinbras.
And how long is that since?
Cannot you tell that? Every fool can tell that. It was the very day young Hamlet was born. It was the day that he was sent to England.
Aye, Mary, why was he sent to England?
Because he was mad. He shall recover his wits there, or if he do not, it's no great matter there.
Why?
'Twill it not be seen in him there. There are men as mad as he.
And how came he mad?
Very strangely, they say.
How strangely?
Faith in losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Why, here in Denmark. I've been sexton here, man, boy, 30 years.
How long will a man lie the earth ere he rot?
I faith he may not rot in before he dies, as we have many poky corpses nowadays that will scarce hold the laying in. He will last you some 8 year or 9 year. A tanner will last you 9 year.
Why he more than another?
Why, sir, his hide is so tan from his trade that he will keep the water out a great while, and your water is the sore decayer of your whoresome dead body.
Okay. This scene was interesting because we find out that Hamlet is 30 years old since the gravedigger has been working there since Hamlet was born, and he's been working here for 30 years. and we know that Ophelia was only 16 when she died. So the readers and the viewers find out that Ophelia was 16 and Hamlet was 30. So.
Okay, so this is the start after the whole graveyard scene, where the queen, priest, Laertes, and the king, they all walk in and for Ophelia's funeral, but Horatio and Hamlet don't know that yet until they see what goes on. So yeah.
What ceremony else?
That's Laertes, a very noble youth. Mark.
What ceremony else?
Her obsequies have been as far and large as we have warranty. Her death was doubtful, and but that great command oversways the order. She should in ground unsanctified have lodged till the last trumpet. For charitable prayers, shards, flints, and pebbles should be thrown on her. Yet here she is, allowed her virgin krantz, her maid instruments, and the bringing home of the bell and burial.
Must there no more be done?
No more be done. We should profane the service of the dead to sing a requiem and such rest to her as peace-hearted souls.
Lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violet spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, from mistering angel shall my sister be, while thou liest howling.
Okay, so basically Laertes is saying he's a jerk priest and he should give his sister more prayers, but the priest isn't because she committed suicide and you can't do that. And also she's a virgin, right? Or not a virgin, JK. I'm sorry.
What? The fair Ophelia.
Sweets to the sweet, farewell.
Scattering flowers.
I hoped thou should have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, sweet maid, and not that have strewn my grave.
Oh, trouble, woe, fall 10 times trouble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed I most ingenious since deprived thee of. Hold off the earth a while, until I've caught her once more in my arms.
Leaps into the grave.
Now pile your dust upon the quick and dead, till this flat a mountain you have made. O top of Pelion, for the sky shed of blue Olympus.
Advancing.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? Whose phrase of sorrow conjures the wandering stars and makes them stand like wonder-wounded hearers? This is I, Hamlet the Dane.
Leaps into the grave.
Devil, take thy soul!
Thou prayest not well. I pray thee, take thy fingers from my throat. For thou art not splendid and rash, yet have something in me dangerous. Which let thy wise spear hold up thy hand.
Pluck them asunder! Hamlet! Hamlet!
Gentlemen! Good, my lord, be quiet.
Why, I will fight with him upon this theme until my eyelids no longer wag.
Oh, son, what theme?
I loved Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he's mad, Laertes.
The love of God forbear him.
Swoon, show me what thou do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink up easily to crocodile, I'll do it. Dost thou come here to whine, to outface me with weeping in her grave? Be buried quick with her, and so will I. And if thou prate of mountains, let them throw millions of acres on us, till our ground, singeing his pate against the burning zone, make also like a wart. Nay, and thou mouth, I'll rant as well as thou.
This is mere madness, and thus a while the fit will work on him. Anon, as patient as the female dove, when that her golden couplets are disclosed, his silence will sit drooping.
Hear you, sir. What is the reason that you use me thus? I loved you ever. But it is no matter. Let Hercules himself do what he may. The cat and you, and John will have his day.
Who else would you call her next?
What is
right here, where it says
Guys, now listen. I understand that this is the scene where it goes, it gets crazy and you have to use the whole stage. However, you have to be careful of the camera. All right? Be aware of your surroundings. All right? And so, Mr. Miguel, you may want to use a wide angle because they are going to be using a lot of the stage.
Yeah, this is like...
This is, and we actually don't even go to the end of the play here. We only go to a certain point.
Thank you. It's Laertes' style. This is Bonjour.
I don't know if the other classes can
this?
yeah, I really.
Not this sword fight.
I don't
This sword fight's we're gonna go for it. Only stop by range for sword. Yeah, okay, that's what
Maybe I spoke too soon. We gotta wait till we see.
Ours was bad.
So, Bonjour, je m'appelle Laertes.
Hold on 1 second.
J'ai returné from France.
Okay.
Hello, my friends. So right now, this is the scene right after Laertes and Hamlet get in a little scuffle in Ophelia's grave, and now they're in the quarters of Claudius, and Hamlet is going to confront Laertes.
Give me your pardon, sir. I've done you wrong, but pardon it, as you are a gentleman. This presence knows, and you must needs have heard how I am punished with sore distraction. What I have done, that might your nature, honor, and exception roughly awake, I here proclaim was madness. Was it Hamlet wrong Laertes? Never Hamlet. If Hamlet from himself be taken away, and when he's not himself does wrong Laertes, then Hamlet does it not. Hamlet denies it. Who does it then? His madness. If it be so, Hamlet is a faction that is wrong. His madness is poor Hamlet's enemy. Sir, in this audience, let my disclaiming from a purposed evil free me so far in your most generous thoughts that I have shot mine arrow over the house and hurt my brother.
I am satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case should stir me most to my revenge, but my terms of honor. I stand aloof, and with no reconcilement, till by some elder masters of known honor, I have a voice and a precedent of peace, to keep my name ungored, but till that time I do receive your offered love like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace it freely, and will this brother's wager frankly play? Give us the foils, come on.
Come, one for me.
Okay, now Hamlet was apologizing to Laertes, saying it wasn't me, it was I'm mad, it really wasn't me because I wouldn't do something like that. While Laertes wants to forgive him and be like a gentleman, he can't because Hamlet is the one who did kill his father, and this is going to be now a friendly type of war.
It is?
But it's not going to be.
It's not going to be. It's going to end in blood. All right, here we go. I'll be your foil, Laertes. In mine ignorance, your skill shall, like a star in the darkest night, stick fiery off indeed.
You mock me, sir.
No, by this hand.
Give them the foils, young Osric. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager?
Very well, my lord. Your grace hath laid the odds on the weaker side.
I do not fear it. I have seen you both, but since he is better, we have therefore odds.
This is too heavy. Let me see another.
This likes me well. These foils have all a length.
They prepare to play.
I'm a good lord.
Okay.
Set me the stoops of wine upon that table. If Hamlet give the first or second hit, or quit in answer of the third exchange, let all the battlements their ordnance fire. The king shall drink to Hamlet's better breath, and in the cup and union shall he throw, richer than that which 4 successive kings in Denmark's crown have worn. Give me the cups, and let the kettle to the trumpet speak, the trumpet to the cannoneer without, the cannon to the heavens to the earth. Now the king dunks to Hamlet. Come begin, and you, the judges, bear wary eye.
Come on, sir.
Come, my lord, they play!
One.
No!
Judgment.
A hint, a very palpable hint.
Well, again.
Stay, give me drink. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy health.
Trumpets sound, and Kenneth shall go within.
Give him the cup.
I'll play this bout first. Set it by a while. Come.
They play.
Oh, yeah.
Another hit. What say you?
A touch, and you confess.
Our son shall win.
He's fat and skin of breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin, rub thy brows. The queen caresses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Good madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
It is the poison cup. It's too late.
I dare not drink yet. Madam, by and by.
Come, let me wipe thy face.
My lord, I'll hit him now.
I don't think it.
I'm sorry. And yet, 'tis almost against my conscience.
Come, for the third, Laertes, you but dally. I pray you, pass with your best violence. I'm afeard you make a wanton of me.
Say you so? Come on.
They play.
Something either way.
Have at you now.
Laertes wounds Hamlet. Then in scuffling they change races. And then Hamlet wounds Laertes.
Part them. They're incensed.
There's mine.
Nay, come again.
They bleed on both sides. How is it, my lord? How's with Laertes?
Why is a woodcock to my own fringe aspirate, and I'm justly killed with mine own treachery?
How does the queen?
Oh, she swoons to see them bleed.
No, the drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet, the drink. I'm poisoned.
Dodge.
Oh, villainy! Oh, let the door be locked. Treachery, seek it out.
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. No medicine in the world can do thee good. Indeed, there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand. Unbaited and envenomed, the foul practice hath turned itself on me. Lo, here I lie, never to rise again. Thy mother's poisoned, and I can no more. The king's to blame.
The point, and venom too. Then, venom, to thy work.
Stabs King Claudius.
Treason! Oh, yet defend me, friends. I am but hurt.
Thou incestuous, murderous, damned Dane, is thy union here? Follow thy mother.
King Claudius dies.